I should probably put on a hat because we're learning in this car. There's enough room for a hat, Baruch Hashem. So we learn Thursday night. It's not even Shkia yet. I should probably have listened to the minyan from Keser Torah, but I didn't remember to do that. I got busy helping people out, answering phone calls and things, but then Baruch Hashem. Anyway, there was some problem. Sometimes I'd listen on the computer and I wasn't able to get in. Anyway, friends, Thursday we'd like to learn from Rabbi Levi Yitzchak ben Sora Sasha ben Berdichev, Zechusig and Leinu B'Klus Olamein, Parshas Mishpatim, also Parshas Shkolim. So the truth of the matter is, at least the meaning of the Samarov was to always make drushes on the special reading and not just not the weekly reading. Well, the thing is, the meaning of my Rebbe, of the Kalver Rebbe, at least in what he publishes, Kufur Shlema, is to talk really only about the weekly parsha and the holiday. But usually, I didn't see him in the past few years when I've been reading his Divrei Torah every week, reading this. But nonetheless, I will defer to the Satmarav at least now, but maybe we'll make another separate video on Mishpatim, and we already did the Rebbe Melech on Mishpatim, but also Mistama the Maharal will stick to Mishpatim this time around. So anyway, before we start with this, one thing about Parsha Shkolim is that it says that the Bnei Shalom showed Moshe Rabbeinu Kimin Matbea Shel Eish, something like a fiery coin, and he says Kazeh Yitnu. Oh, what's a Geshain? What's this Geshain? All right. Why it keeps happening. Anyway, and it means that when we give tzedakah and really do any mitzvah, it should be min matbei shel eish. It should be fiery. We should be on fire. We should be excited, enthusiastic. And I was really thinking about this a lot today. When I was younger, I'm very thankful to Rebbeinu Shloim. I was a very enthusiastic, real chassid. Not that I was perfect in keeping mitzvahs 100% ever. Nobody is, really. Everybody can do tshuva for something, even for not doing the mitzvahs as good as you can do. Even if you're not over on any avera or any isser, you still could do better. But the point that I'm saying is I was very excited. I would go to a Rebbe, go to a Tish. I would feel something very, very intense. And I guess it was more than a week ago now. Almost a week and a half ago, it was Chamish Asar B'Shvat, right? So Sunday night, I watched live on YouTube, still up there on YouTube, my Rebbe from high school, Rabbi Weinberger, Zol Gesundheit. And I'll tell you the truth, I got up and I was dancing. I wasn't able to post because I was blocked from posting, so I wasn't able to do the live stream. But I had my Suda, and I got up and I was dancing with my kids and everything, and I was very excited by that Tish that Rabbi Weinberger made for his father's yahrzeit. It happens to also be my father's yahrzeit a year earlier than his, even though my father's about his age. Maybe a year older than him. I imagine, my father, people know my father wasn't Jewish. But he says that, when he was a kid, growing up in Jamaica, Queens, they would play basketball with the Jewish kids from YCQ. sometimes some of the kids, they knock the yarmulkes off so they can make a shot. That was what he said. And I wonder, because Rabbi Weinberger went to YCQ in those days when YCQ was in Jamaica before they moved to Kearns Hills, right? Jamaica was a different type of neighborhood then. And anyway, so I wonder if they play basketball together. I don't know. Who knows? I have demyonis of all these different ideas. But anyway, then on Monday, which is more traditional, even though most of the Rebbes that I go to, whether it's Satmar Rebbe, Kalaver Rebbe, Biala Rebbe, I got the emails, right? They all made, and Rabbi Weinberger, Woodmere Rebbe, right? They all made their Tish Sunday night, but the real classical tradition was to make it during the day, so it would be Monday. So I managed to go to Vizhnitzer Rebbe, left work maybe a little bit earlier than usual, not earlier, but like usually I stay a little later, and I left on time and didn't stay late, really is what happened. I went to the Vizhnitzer Rebbe, I stood in the back, I kept my Makif on, I was a little bit embarrassed, because I wear a Bekische, not a Rebbe'she kind, or a Bonische kind, but not a Rebbe'she kind, right? And Rabbanish, Einikel, not a kind, right? So like all the Rebbe'she kind, all the Rebbe'she kind are there, alright, so they're wearing a Bekische during the week, but here I'm wearing a Bekische. I was a Rav out of, the town for a few years, not anymore. And also, maybe Mitzvah Hashem sometime in the future, will be again. But, I have a position and part of it is, I have to put up a wall, and that's part of the things that I've been contemplating about a lot of things. Be in the world but not of it type of things, And sometimes I'm a little too of the world, and I'm not, it's not like it was. But anyway, the point that I'm bringing out is, I'll tell you the truth, I loved the Visions in Nagunu. But I didn't feel like, when I was a bacher and I would go to Toldos Avram Yitzchak, or I would go to Tzvi Meyer Zilberberg, or go to these different places, he felt something, You go into the Kodesh Panima, to Kalaver Rebbe, you feel something. The old Sklener Rebbe's Churna Bracha, previous Sklener Rebbe, felt something. I don't feel it anymore. And I want my kids to feel what I felt. And some of my kids are a little frummer than some of the others. Baruch Hashem, my girls are very frum. But I don't know, do they feel Pneumius Torah? I want my boys to feel that, my girls to feel that. And I don't know how to impart that. And it's something that's really gotten me thinking a lot, And I saw something on YouTube now, recently, that's something going on, I guess it's going on right now. It's a different religion. And I don't need to get into the whole details of everything, but the people there are feeling something. Somewhere down in Kentucky. My old Kentucky home. I've never been to Kentucky, but I don't have a home there. Kentucky used to be part of Virginia, though, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, people are feeling something. They're a different religion. They're feeling something, and I saw something in Africa. Also, people getting very excited over something. I'm not here to argue one religion over the other. I know somebody wants to debate me about that. Maybe we could talk. I don't mind to talk to anybody, but I want to be friendly and respectful, and but I don't mind having a conversation with anybody. I don't know what's going to come out of it. Anything that the Ramban didn't already have in his Vikuach, Joe Kolakowski is going to have. And the thing is, I'm thinking maybe this is my problem. This is what the Kanoim are going to tell me, and they have been telling me, and they've been giving me musar, and they've been berating me and putting me down. Joe Kolakowski. They don't want to call me Rabbi, right? They just call me Joe. Maybe they have a little bit more respect. They'll call me Yitzchak, right? The name I got by my bris, they call me the Torah is Yitzchak Zev. That's Yitzchak Zev is the name I got by my bris, right? Named after, not after the Brisker Rav, after a few Zaydas, a few uncles. Put it together, it happens to be Brisker Rav's name. And going back, Rabbi Yitzchak Bochrach was one of my ancestors, was actually Rav and Brisk. So I'm an anicle of the Brisker Rav, but not that one. Like the first Brisker Rav, going back, I think in the 1200s, Anyway, so that's the Kanoim are going to say is, I don't feel it because I have too much of a tumah. I have too much tumah. I have too much of a klipa from handling zich with the world, whether it's with the secular world, whether it's the religious world of other religions, or whatever I'm getting involved with, whether it's for parnas or if it's just to have fun with my family and try to develop a connection with my family. Whatever it is. And I am feeling like big hirurei tshuva that I need to be somewhere different. I need to be, and I'm hoping and praying, if I can get a stellar somewhere, Baruch Shalom allows me, I'm hoping, I'm hoping, I don't know, maybe things will get better, maybe not. There's no guarantees. But I want to feel something, and I want my kids to feel something. That's what the Rebbe Zisha said, Yosef Hashem Aleichem, Aleichem V'al B'neichem. When it says, we say in Hallel, it says in the Psalms, may the Lord increase upon you, upon you, upon your children. Well, if He's going to increase you, it means He's going to increase, it means you're going to have children. So why does it have to say upon you and upon your children? The Rebbe Zisha says, no, it doesn't mean just you have kids. It means Yosef Hashem Aleichem. The feeling of closeness to God should increase upon you, and Vinchtun Aleichem V'al B'neichem, the kinders aloch spiritus, the children should also feel this feeling and relationship and the excitement and the enthusiasm. And I don't feel it. My kids don't feel it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't see that they're expressing that they feel it. And I don't know how many other people, even the firmer places, can really say their kids feel it either. Except maybe in Breslov or some other places, I don't know. So maybe it's just helping. We should all be zeicha to that. Yosef Hashem Aleichem Aleichem Al B'neichem. And I don't care what religion you are. If I want you to feel what I used to feel when I was a bacher in German. And the truth is, when we talk like this, I do feel something. And like I said before, Ve'eya Katal Yisrael, I think we talked about this idea that the Navi Hosea, he says, I'll be like dew to Israel. If I didn't talk about it in the video, we have talked about in the past, but I did talk about it in the hospital on Sunday. That was something that we brought up, that we discussed. That the rain you feel, and it's not always there, but the dew you don't feel except the after effects, and it is always there. And it's like what they say, ahavim soteris, a hidden love. And I'm feeling that. I feel that the Katal Yisrael experience. But I think we need the rain. We're still davening Mashiv Ruach Merida Geshem for another 6 weeks, 5 weeks. Then we can say Merida Tal. But right now, we need Merida Geshem. And part of that is Merida Hageshem, the Gashmi should go down. Mashiv HaRuach, bring back the Ruchnius. Merida Geshem. I know people teach that the opposite too, but so I'm gonna end this video now and then start a separate video for this Parsha Shkolim from the Heilige Barditch V'Rav. And hopefully we'll feel something when we learn that too. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. We'll see you later. And you know what? The Barditch Shalom says, Hashoichen Itam B'toich Tumasam. Even with all the tumah and all the klippus, the Barditch Shalom is still behalten sich in Alright, take care.